Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm your host, Stephanie Miller. Art on the Street is the theme for the upcoming First Friday event you, your family, and friends can enjoy while being charmed by the historic downtown area of Columbia, Tennessee. Locals and visitors have been connecting through this event since 2017, a few years now. Today, our Tennessee traveler, Tom Adkinson, lets us in on what's new this year and some suggestions for first-timers visiting on the First Friday. But first, let's get a check of our headlines. Wednesday through Thursday of this week, Old Hickory Lock will be closed to all navigation traffic, so that's including recreational vessels. Old Hickory Lock is located at Cumberland River Mile 216.2, and that is approximately 11.5 miles northeast of Nashville. For more information or real-time updates, please contact the local operator on duty. You can do that through the Marine radio channels 13 or 16, or call the lockmaster at Old Hickory Lock. An all-inclusive baseball field is coming to Maury County Park. The Miracle League of Columbia at Maury County Park will transform the former Babe Ruth Field into a fully accessible space where athletes of all abilities can enjoy the game of baseball. Miracle League of Columbia has been working to create new opportunities for connection, inclusion, and recreation. Austin Peay State University's Professional and Workforce Development Center is relaunching its American Sign Language course. Starting September 3rd, beginner classes will be held from 6 to 7:30 in the evening. That's happening on Mondays and Wednesdays with 16 sessions total. The program cost is $149 and registration is open to the entire community. You do not have to attend Austin Peay. The beginner course will focus on greetings, numbers, colors, jobs, activities, cities, families, emotions, and more. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
They walk among us, but at 240 miles per hour, they become something more. They're thrill seekers, risk takers, and maybe just a little bit unhinged. Buckle up. This new era of speed, this racing revolution, it's just getting started.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. So there's no shortage of fun to be had here in our Middle Tennessee area. In fact, you have your First Friday event in Columbia where you can explore downtown and connect with some of the markets there. They have a big shebang. You can see a picture right here, but to tell us all about it, we have Tom Adkinson with us today, our Tennessee traveler, to highlight this. Have you been out to this a few times?
I have. The first time I got rained out, but that's what happens with outdoor events. And then subsequent ones have just been a blast. They're fun.
So what do they do? I mean, do you just walk the street?
Okay, this is First Fridays in Columbia, and it takes over half of the courthouse square and a nice chunk of West 7th, and they set up with food trucks and vendors and kiddies games in the sense of chalk in the walk and playing Foursquare and that kind of silly stuff. And they just have a fine time. The retailers downtown stay open late on that day. The restaurants are geared up and ready for you. And it just becomes a great way to start every month from April through December.
I love it. Okay, for those who may have already attended this in the past, what's new? What's something else that they'll experience they haven't experienced yet?
Well, they have a theme for every month, and that just adds a little bit of color to things. Coming up on September the 5th, the first Friday of September, the Friday after Labor Day, it's going to be called Art on the Street. And they've teamed up with the Columbia Arts Council. There will be an extra dose of artists there. As a matter of fact, they're setting aside 13 of the parking places that otherwise, if it wasn't set aside for a festival, would be for vehicles. But every one of those 13 parking spaces is going to have a different artist in it. And it's time to visit and talk and maybe even find a piece of art to buy and take home. Well, one of the organizers at First Fridays said to me, she said, here's my tip. Eat dinner first and then go do all the other stuff, because the restaurant's going to fill up and you want to get fed first. And so I think I figured out where her priorities were. There's a really cool sporting goods store down there, by the way, called Ted's. Okay. I'm going to do a story about that sometime later. They are coming up on their 75th anniversary.
Wow.
And Ted's it was almost like a community center. I think everybody in the store knew everybody else who was coming through the doors. It was just fun.
That's a staple.
You don't say that about a lot of sporting goods stores.
True. And it's one of those, after 75 years, you're a staple in the community.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
So it is a historic area down there. Are we able to learn a little more about Columbia if we're first timers or, visiting?
Well, you're right on the square and you're talking to local folks. Okay. The courthouse is in the background of this photo. I find it cool when there's a courthouse square that is taken over by a pedestrian event. That's just a fun thing to happen. There aren't cars bopping around. It's the people. Oh, and by the way, First Fridays has proven so active that there's a sister operation, sister festival of sorts called Strolling on 6th. So First Fridays is on 7th, and on 6th, organized by some different folks, but it's more food trucks and more vendors and more music. So there's plenty to do in downtown Columbia on those Friday nights.
Oh, and that's on the same night.
Yeah.
Oh, that is terrific. Oh, my gosh. Well, Tom, is there anything else that we should know?
I actually no. I think that an event like this is one that you can go and enjoy on your own terms. And I can promise you, you're going to find nice people to talk to, probably some craft or art item to get. Mm-hmm. And if you don't eat well, it's just because you're not observant.
It's your own fault.
Yes.
Tom, thank you so much. We always appreciate this.
I'm happy to be here, and y'all keep traveling.
We will do it. If you do head out, it is a 4-hour event that runs from 5 to 8 o'clock. Again, that's 5 to 8 o'clock on the first Fridays of the month. Stick with us. When we come back, we're going to give that rundown of your future First Friday themes.
Busy bee, yeah, busy bee. If you need
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I need to make a call. Hey, this is Brianna with Busy Bee. I'm giving you a call to let you know your technician is on his way.
833.
Busy bee. Guys, not yet. Not yet.
Busy bee, oh,
Now I'm ready, guys.
Call 775-7833.
Being in Tennessee, we wanted to try to keep it as local as possible, so we have an entire section of our menu that is just dedicated to local whiskeys like Uncle Nearest, Jack Daniels, of course, George Dickel, Nelson Brothers, Greenbrier whiskey, and all of our taps are all local. From 2 o'clock until midnight, we've got food every day for you guys. A good handful of appetizers, some entrees, and a couple salads and things like that. My name is Ethan Kanata. Please come down and see us at the Pick Lobby Bar here at the Omni in Nashville.
We have some other future First Fridays for you to note and mark down on a calendar, a piece of paper. On October 3rd, it is Team Jersey night there for the First Friday in Columbia. The next is a Happy Feastmas. That is November 7th. And then December 5th, put that one down because that First Friday, that is Merry Makers Market. And you know you're going to find some wonderful Christmas items there on that First Friday. As always, thanks for joining us here at Mornings on Main Street. Enjoy the day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Hi, I'm Stephanie Miller. Main Street Media is partnering with Borchetta Bourbon Music City Grand Prix at the Nashville Superspeedway to send a family of 4 to the race August 31st. To register, please visit any Main Street Media website and look for the Register Here banner. We look forward to seeing you at the race.